Hello everyone and welcome back for some Angels of Scaly Wings. I hope everyone's having a good time. Alright, so the first thing I suppose is in my Discord group, I understand that someone's sister, I don't know if he wants to remain anonymous or not, his sister has a birthday today whose name is also Anna, and it just so happens we're going to be focusing on Anna. So, that being said, happy birthday. Right, so here we are with our choice for Anna. What should I do? She told me to meet her here, so she's got to be around somewhere. The production facility had many different wings, covering everything from research to processing, in addition to production. It was as easy to get lost if you didn't know where you were going. I heard some commotion in the distance, and when I approached I was surprised to see not only Anna, but Remy as well. They seemed to be in the middle of a heated conversation. I thought it would be inappropriate to approach now, so I remained several paces back, out of their field of vision, but still close enough to be able to make out their words. We have heard the rumors. So you come to me on the basis of rumors? Is that how you operate? What do you want from me? This is not the first time you've been in trouble, you know. They might not be so lenient with you this time. I don't know what you're talking about. Consider this a warning. You should proceed carefully for your own good. If you wanted to threaten me, you could at least have, the least you could have done was send someone more intimidating. You may be larger than I am, but even I can see that you're just a big coward. You wouldn't dare put your dirty claws on me. I wouldn't. I'm here as courtesy to you, not to threaten or intimidate. Do with that information whatever you wish. You know we'll be back, and if they find anything, there will be consequences. Do you think I care? This attitude of yours is not helpful. Neither are you. Well, I've said what I've come here to say. Good luck. Whatever. Remy turned to leave and started walking in my direction. I ducked behind a pillar, and when he went past, I wasn't sure if he'd seen me. Either way, he left, and it was safe. I was safe to approach now. So it turns out we've seen this before, and we are not going to skip ahead. So, I don't know if anyone is in chat right now. Is anyone actually lurking around? I see 2 concurrent viewers. I mean, one of them is me, so I don't know who the other guy is. Maybe Justin? I haven't seen him all day yet. Discord or anything. I'll give it a moment just in case. That being said though, until there is a choice, we have the options of asking her flat out, what was that all about? We could just greet her, hey Anna, or we could be, perhaps more whimsical, hello! Alright, assuming that I'm on my own for a little bit at least. Oh, hi, Doc. Alright, so I had just finished rolling the dice, just in case. So, for the first option here, do you have a preference real quick? I mean, I might as well ask, right? 2? Alright. Hey, Anna. Hey, Cabbage. Wait, how long have you been here? I saw everything. Or we could say not very long. Seems like honest. Alright. We saw everything. Not that it matters much anyways, this is just part of the course for me. I know, Remy. What's the problem? The nerve of that guy. He probably wouldn't be so uptight if it wasn't for that thing with his girlfriend a few years ago. But I don't care about him. It's his superiors that are the problem. They don't like me and the research I'm doing. They cite their traditions and values, claiming that those are what kept us alive for so long. If anything were to change, it would obviously fracture the basis of the society is built on, cause it all to collapse, tear apart families, and allow all hell to break loose. At least if you believe those old-timers who keep repeating these phrases. And all that nonsense because of my research. Valuable research that could save lives, mind you. What kind of research are we talking about? I could show you sometime, but we're here to have fun, right? I thought you wanted to show me since you said we were both into biology and all that. Sure, but after doing this all day, you'll have to excuse me for not wanting to talk about it even more. Wasting my time with that guy is just another setback, sorry. Not that I don't already have more than enough work to do. Even right now, I'm supposed to be working overtime. Sorry, I seem to not be able to talk today, or read properly. I guess you could give me a tour some other time. You could say, how disappointing. I don't know, that sounds almost condescending and half sarcastic, I don't know. And finally we have, I see. Two is condescending to you? Yeah, it does sound a bit condescending, doesn't it? You picked 3 for this one? I see. Good to know, we see eye to eye on this. Oh, and thanks for the blood, by the way. The results aren't in yet, but I'll let you know when they are. Good, I'm just as curious about the results as you are. No, you aren't. I am. I'm way more curiouser than you are. Curiouser? Is that even a word? Well, it's in the game in the text there, so obviously it must be. It is, since an author popularized its use where I came from. Then I'm way more curiouser than you are. Not if I'm the curiousest. Excuse me for a moment, I must sweep for the English language. At this rate, why don't you just say you're the most curiousest? Sorry, curiouserist. That's a tongue twister. From the Wizard of Oz? Wow, okay. I don't think I've even actually seen that myself. I'm not sure. I'm not a linguist. Are you? Curiouser and curiouser? Alright. Not exactly, but I have a way with words. My tongue is quite skilled, or so I hear. Some might even say, cunning. I'm just thinking about the Angels with Broken Hearts comic from the other day now with that. I'm curious what the next comic pages are going to be. In any case, if you have work to do, if you have to work overtime today, does that mean I should wait for you, or do you want me to come back another time? Yes. Either. I think my break should start right about now. What a lucky coincidence! I hope no one notices your unscheduled break, or I wish I had the ability to make breaks happen at my convenience. Never picked that one. I don't remember if I have either, actually. Just one of the perks of being the manager of this facility. Alright, so pretty, I guess, mundane choice, it looks like. So, where are we going? I don't know where you're going, but I need a coffee, or 5. You can tag along if you like. It would be my pleasure. I think I'd rather not, or sure, why not? One, it will be my pleasure, alright. We'll see if it'll be mine as well. I hope you brought your own money though, because I'm not sharing. I didn't, but everything I purchased is taken care of by my ambassador status. Nice! Actually, that opens up some very interesting possibilities. It might, but I'd rather not do anything too fishy. I don't want to raise any suspicions, you know. Good point. She was so excited that we had to whoa, 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 whoa. I don't think we can do that. Well, let's go then. After you, milady. Hello, Gabriel. Hope you're doing good today. There we are. Finally. I can't wait to get some coffee into my system. Oh, hello, Cabbage. Nice to see you again. Hey. Who's your companion? Can't you just take my order? I apologize. Let me try that again. Welcome to our establishment. My name's Adine, and I'll be your waitress today. What can I bring you to? I really like Adine. So cheeky. I'll have a coffee. Thank you. And what can I bring the esteemed gentleperson on the other side of the table? Well, I am, for one, not much for beer, and I don't think Anna would appreciate us having a beer. I would probably be more soda myself, because I'm just not a coffee drinker. The heat does a number on you, so you feel blah. Fair enough. It was fairly warm yesterday, and possibly Thursday. Coffee? Alright. So I was also just feeling really bland, and I couldn't get anything done. It's getting to that temperature though. I have a little thermometer thing here. Can't really see it that well, but it's just about 25°C. You drink a lot of soda? Usually match what they're having? Alright, so she is having a coffee. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm a tea person myself. So it's just the 2 options. Alright. The dice say to side with Gabriel. Oh, okay, so Gabriel wants the coffee as well. Alright. No problem, I'll be right back. And the dice were saying to go with the soda, for Gabriel's suggestion there. What's her problem? I'm here to order something, not chit-chat with the employees. So we can tell her that we think she was just trying to be friendly, because she was. We know her, it's fine. Or we can just flat out side with Anna, I guess. I know, she can be pretty annoying. But no, I very much like Adine. Anna might not like that so much. We all know what Anna is like, after all. One? Alright. Neutral and innocent choice? I guess I'm not a fan of friendly, then. Here you go, enjoy. Ah, I totally needed that. So, you work in that facility. And your point is? What's your job there? I mean, what do you do exactly? We do all kinds of things. The truth is, we just have all kinds of specialized machinery which are machinery there, which is used by many different people for many different purposes. The building is owned and run by the council, who oversees the schedule. It is quite handy, since you can go from research to testing and even manufacturing all in the same complex. I started out as a researcher in biology, which is still my main job, but I've been there so long and learned the ins and outs of the building so well that eventually I was asked to take over some managerial duties. I really can't talk today. Sure, it means more work, but it also allows me to run a personal project once in a while. Does that sate your curiosity? So, is our curiosity sated? Not at all? Or we've only seen glimpses, but it already sounds like a fascinating place. You don't much like talking about work? Fair enough. I guess, I suppose I probably would be the same as you if I actually had a place where I go out and work all the time. For the only work I really technically do is I'm just playing around on Game Maker and I'm like, oh yeah, I did this, it's so exciting because I did it! Alright, so good to know. We did hit 2, right? That's good to know. Alright. Oh, I forgot to ask you what you actually plan to do with my blood and test results. What is this, an interrogation? I was just asking a question, that's all. We could answer, yes, totally. You can call your lawyer if you like. Or we can state out that I think someone's in a bad mood. Poor Anna. You're in a troll mood? Is 2 said in a joking tone. It does sound like it, because it's, maybe not so much as a whimsical. That sounds like a, yes, totally. You can call your lawyer if you like. That just sounds pure sarcasm. You want to take 2? Alright. So Gabriel, you said you were in a trolling mood. What's your choice then? Do you also want to pick 2? Do you want to say someone's in a bad mood? I don't think I've actually picked the lawyer one either. 3? Alright. Let's see what the dice say, and I'm actually gonna go through both options just to see what they say. The dice say to go with Gabriel. Alright. Let's see what you respond with. Wait. We just make a quick save, because this is probably gonna lock out choices if I go too far. Maybe I should. I'll tell her you hit me, and then sue for damages. Wow, okay. Wow. Apparently she likes that one. Then you must be talking about a dean. This is the someone's in a bad mood. Then you must be talking about a dean, the prying waitress, or yourself, because you haven't seen me in a bad mood yet. Not even close. Alright, I like the lawyer option. I obviously have not actually picked that one before. But she did have that lawyer in Angels with Broken Hearts, so that's very interesting to see. Right, so we can just finish our drink quietly then, if that's what she'd prefer. We can assume that she does not like questions, or we can, probably on the side of trolling, excuse me, princess. Hello, Azza. I'm pretty sure it's been a while since I've seen you, hasn't it? Pretty good. You know, just obviously playing Angels with Scaly Wings here. And whatever choices come up, if you want to pick a choice, go for it. That's basically what I'm doing here. Also, since I forgot, the context here is we asked her a few questions, she got really mad. What is this, an interrogation? We said we think someone's in a bad mood. She says you must be talking about Adim, crying waitress, because we haven't seen her in her bad mood. So literally this is, how do you want to respond to her? Alright, we'll finish our drink quietly if that's what she'd prefer. Guess she doesn't like questions, or just excuse me, princess. Alright, so Doppel wants to say excuse me. I haven't seen Gabriel recently, last few minutes. Okay, so he also wants to go 3, alright. Poor Anna. Just facepalming. Sorry, I'm just stressed from all the work lately. I'm not getting much respite between my regular work, overtime, personal projects, and other disturbances like that Remy sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. What do you usually do during your free time? Having a good work-life balance is very important, you know. I love my job, I really do. Actually, I love it so much that even in my free time, I still do things that have to do with biology. As I said, I've got the opportunity to do my own projects sometimes, so that's what I focus on when I get the chance. It would be a shame to pass up an opportunity like that without using it. I got her to open up. With the current influx of work, I rarely leave the facility. If I'm not eating or sleeping even right now, I'm only on break and I have to go back to work for another shift. Maybe you should do something else for a change. Maybe. Right now that's not really an option. It would help if the council weren't constantly sending their lackeys to mess with me. So that wasn't the first time? No, I suppose I'm on their watch list or something. Why is that? It's a really long story, and not one for a first date. So you're saying this is a date? Now we're automatically trolling? No, I'm saying that if this was a date, which would be more than whatever this is, it wouldn't be very appropriate. Stories about work aren't very romantic. It's always about work with you. Come on, you're on a break. Maybe you should do something to take your mind off of all that for once. Like what? I'm not sure. Do you have any other hobbies? Not really. Hey, waitress! He called her waitress and not Doppel or a dean. How can I help you? Do you have anything here to entertain your guests? Any games or other distractions? I'm not sure. Let me go check. What exactly are you trying to do? Now, I'm personally one for the choice of, in this context, to answer the I'm being cute and spontaneous? Yeah. So, our choices are, for anyone who is interested, anything to get her to shut up about work already, tell her to just wait and see, or, as I said, I'm being cute and spontaneous? Number 3, fair enough. I remember this day. For good or bad, I'm not sure yet. It's more for kids, but we don't really have anything else. It's fine, thank you. Have fun! A board game? Really? I know it's not Nizki's Textile Merchant, but I suppose it's better than nothing. Textile Merchant? Nizki? It's a game. Never mind. Well, I'm not convinced that this will accomplish anything unless your goal is to make me regret this day. It seems to be a trivia game. Do you have good general knowledge? Do you even know what kind of advanced knowledge I have to memorize and work with every single day? You bet I have good general knowledge. Certainly more than enough to beat a foreigner like you. Is that so? I've been curious and I never actually bothered to look it up yet. Here. Win, tie, or lose. We can't actually win here because Anna knows all the answers, so the best we can actually do is tie. We can win. We can tie or lose. We can win against Sebastian in his game of Bastion Breach. We're not doing that right now, though. If you're so confident, maybe we should make a bet. What do you have in mind? Let's say if I win, I'll get to go on a real date with you. No fitting me in during your week. No complaining about everything, and no acting as if you're doing me a favor, especially because it was you who wanted to meet me in the first place. And if I win, I'll have you come in sometime so I can run some more tests on you. I cannot agree to that. So, our options are, if that's what you want, so be it. We can answer... Okay, so Double wants if that's what you want, so be it. I'll ask real quick. Are there any other choices here? You want to say, alright, or is... I can't say we can't agree to that. I guess we're gonna hit so be it. Let's do this then. Since it was your idea, it's only fair that I start. So, how does this work? Alright, Gabriel also wanted one, that's good. Sorry if we're kinda skipping ahead there, Gabriel, but thank you for the choice. Since it was your idea, it's only fair that I start. So, how does this work? It seems to be pretty simple. We take turns drawing cards and asking questions until we both asked a number that we agree on beforehand. Whoever gets more right in the end wins. How many questions shall it be then? How about 5? Let's make it 3. I'm not sure how long this will take, and my break won't be for too long either. Alright, go ahead then. I saw mischief in her eyes, her stare piercing, paired with a hint of an arrogant smirk that exposed her anticipation. She seemed confident that she would win, and loved every second of it. Slowly, her hands went over to the deck of cards and drew the topmost. Round 1. Who is cited as our most important historians? His work spanning over 20 books, credited with mapping out our entire history since the beginning of sentience. And I believe that was in the bookshelves back at the start. When you get Rez's letter and you think you know its meaning and stuff. 1? Yeah, physique. Damien Dandelion. A mix of her assistant and a flower. How could you even know something like that? You've only been here for what, a few days? Well, we have read the book before. Maybe you shouldn't underestimate me. We could tell her it was a lucky guess. Or I suppose that last one would be kind of rubbing her face in this. Not a good start for you, is it? Alright, so Gabriel wants to say, not a good start for you. Are there any other options? I don't think anybody else is really in the chat right now. Ooh, the dice have really been favoring Gabriel. I don't know. I'm gonna make a quick save here in case we horribly screw stuff up. Not a good start for you, is it? Let's see if you can keep it up. Alright, so that she did not take that as bad as I thought it was. Let's see how you fare with your first question. Gabriel. Bring it. How far can you walk into the woods? Only until the middle. Anything after that and you're walking out of the woods again. You're right. That's a rather weird question, though. I suppose I read the right kinds of books growing up. I know most of the trick questions. Let's see what the second question has in store for you, shall we? Round 2. Alright, there are 5 apples and you take away 3. How many do you have? Do we have 1? Do we have 2? Or do we have 3? 3! Ironically, the option is also the third option. I'll give it just a moment in case anyone else is also curious. Yeah, I knew this was a trick question the first time I came to it, and I was thinking, okay, this is a trick question. And then I answered 2 anyways. That might have spoiled it if anyone was still figuring it out. 3? Alright. Yes, you also know your trick questions. Apparently so. Okay, here's your question. In which year of our timeline did we gain sentience? 0. The beginning of our timeline marks the event in which we gain sentience. Right again. Have you played this game before? It's a children's game. These questions aren't really challenging. I'll just go ahead and draw the next card so we can end this. So we were like, yeah? An adventurer who values his life has to choose between 3 rooms to cross. Which one of the following should be the safest? A room filled with poisonous gas? A room filled with 100 highly trained assassins? Or a room submerged in water filled with alligators who have not eaten in 8 months? Fair enough. Even, I knew my multiplication tables at one time and I was still really, really young. And, I was asked some sort of a question, like, what was 1 plus 1 and something? You know, I had it mixed up, so I just answered 1 instead of 2. So I failed my simple addition. How long do alligators need to eat? That would actually be spoiling it. I suppose if you really want to know, well, you're gonna know anyways, I suppose. Okay, so you have these options. If you are interested, Gabriel, you can join us in Discord, and I could even PM you the answer if you're interested. A long time, Gabriel? Yeah, 8 months. Oh, I haven't eaten in 8 months, I'm so hungry. Anna does also answer how long they can go without eating after this as well. 4? Oh yeah, the 4th option. You mean the 4th option, right? Instead of alligators can only go 4 months. All of them are bad choices. That's right. All of the rooms are equally deadly. Alligators can go up to 2 years or more without food, making number 3 as deadly as the others. The other 2 rooms shouldn't require any explanation. At least according to this card. To be honest, I think the answer is debatable. Don't worry, I still count it as the right answer for you. No need to get your tail caught in a door about it. Looks like this is going to be the last question. Just get it over with already. What is the approximate acceleration speed of a nose-diving flyer? I'll have to think about that one for a minute. I was just kidding. I still could have calculated that. Okay, here's the real question. What is the only substance known to be lighter in its solid form compared to its liquid state? Water. That seems to be correct. Of course it is. Duh! Well, it appears to be our game. It appears to me that our game has ended in a tie. What do you propose? I say we both get our rewards. After all, we each made a good effort to get them. That's fine with me. I won't have a spot in the facility to do the test for a while though, so I suppose next time we meet it'll be a date. Don't forget what I said earlier about what I expect from you on this date. You better be on your best behavior. I'll try. Thank you. In any case, I should head back to work. My break is just about over. See you soon then? Of course. And I'll make sure you deliver on your part of the deal. See you soon. Despite all odds, I managed to match her perfect score in the game we played. Even though my bet of forcing her to go on a proper date with me was more to get back at her for her earlier rudeness, I had not expected this outcome. I was not even sure what I was expecting from this meeting in the first place, but now I was locked into going on a date with her and being her own personal guinea pig. Is that so? That's interesting. That is what Anna said, but not as specifically as the 3 years. That's fascinating. Whether anything good would come of this, I wasn't sure either. Alright, so we've done Anna, and I believe for the good ending mechanic, we should technically do Remy for the best possible option. The best possible, I guess, blend of lore and triggers. We've got the blood. That was for Brysa. Let's go with Remy? Alright, fair enough. Nobody else really has anything that will relate to Anna, so Remy does make sense. We are looking for his third scene before Anna's third, I believe. Remy Ratatouille? Hello, Selm. But skip? Fair enough. We've already seen Remy and, yeah. I guess I've been showing up on all you guys' YouTubes, huh? It's been a while. Remy Ratatouille. Have you played this game before, Sahom? Or were you just making a... guessing at a reference, I guess? Alright, so we were skipping, right? We can just go right to the investigations. Anyways, thank you for your help. If there is any way I can repay you, just let me know. How about a kiss? How about you invite me to dinner sometime? A kiss, or can't really think of anything. Kiss everyone. Alright. How about Doppel? Okay, so you actually want to ask him for dinner, alright. Yes? Doppel, you seem to be transforming into Justin. Alright, fair enough. I haven't seen Ratatouille myself, I don't believe. Your chat isn't going through? Seems to be right now. I mean, I guess you can see it on my stream here. I'll give you a moment to refresh the page if you want, Doppel. Otherwise, I guess for the time being, I do also have Discord in the background if you want to start DMing me that way or something. So, two options, right? Alright, the dice have been rolling high this whole time. So I'm sorry, Gabriel, this is the one time that it's siding with Doppel. I typed how about a kiss, but it did not go through. No, it does not look like it did. Alright, that's not very appropriate. Have a nice evening. Ooh, I wonder if we actually got a bad ending already. Parted amicably, or so I thought. Would I see him again? I wasn't sure, but I kept his number just in case. I feel like this is already our one choice made a bad ending. Kiss everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna check the status right away. We basically need Remy, so if we have bad status, we have to go back. Good. Excellent. And Anna is impressed. Yeah, if Remy was in a bad status, we need him for basically a trigger in his third date scene. And, alright, I've got your PM there, Doppel. Yeah, we just need his third date scene. He has basically lore on Anna, so that you could pick it up as you're talking with Anna, basically, as well as making one of the good options easier towards the end. So it turns out we've seen this before, and I believe this is coming up to the investigation, so do you want to skip ahead, or do you want to go on through it? Looks like we have under an hour, I think, and Doppel is streaming Factorio after this. No skip. Another day, another morning. I awoke from dreams filled with fire and smoke. The sun shining through my window gave me a comforting feeling of familiarity, despite the portal in the distance reminding me of my purpose here. I looked towards the horizon, my view undisturbed by dividing walls. The light of the morning was painting the sky with golden hues, a view that had become a rarity back home. It evoked a feeling of freedom and openness that was almost scary to me. While I got ready for the day, my thoughts strayed to the people I knew back home. I couldn't help but wonder how they were doing. But I had greater things to worry about at this moment, like Reza, murderers, and the generators. How much danger was I in, really? Hey, Cabbage. Hey, Chief. More bad news? Not quite, unless you count Reza still missing as bad news, but that's kind of why I'm here. Well, what is it? Just some good old-fashioned police work, and we're counting on your help, again. I'm not really in the mood to look at corpses today. Sure, sign me up! Or it's not like I have anything better to do. I mean, technically we could be checking in on Anna. We could be having dinner with Remy. We do have better stuff to do. One? Alright. Don't worry, we have something else planned. We obtained a list of places that Reza visited in the days before he vanished. We'll check these out, maybe find a lead, and you might be able to help us understand his motives or give us some context to his actions. I can certainly try. That's all you have to do. That is reassuring. Are you ready to go? Sure, let's go! There's a couple of places we can check out. Let's see where we should go first. While Bryce focused on his list, I saw someone approach out of the corner of my eye. A closer look revealed that it was Sebastian, waving his arm in an attempt to get our attention as he ran towards us, his face grave. There you are, Chief. I was looking for you. What are you doing here? Don't tell me there's another dead person. Sorry, Chief. There is. I guess it's going to be one of those days. Yeah, it looks that way. Someone else can take care of that today, though. We've got other plans. You'll need to sign up on a few things, at least. I know. We'll go to the crime scene, sign a few forms, and then we're out. When we arrived at the scene, I saw the poor victim next to one of the houses. The obligatory sheet was draped over him to provided a modicum of discretion, but it did nothing to hide the crime that had occurred. Alright, give me the story. It's an interesting one, that's for sure. The wounds match those of the last victim, so a similar, if not identical, murder weapon is likely. The victim, maintenance person for this area. The electricity is out. The power goes out, maintenance guy shows up and is killed before he can fix the problem. At least, that's my theory. So the power's out for the whole block? That is correct. We should get that fixed as soon as possible. We don't need civilians showing up around here complaining about sitting in the dark. Good point. Bryce's snout wrinkled with distaste as he glanced over Sebastian's shoulder. Not again. What is it? What are you doing here, Maverick? A second victim, huh? This is an official investigation, so you better not cross that police line. Shunned by my own colleagues. This is ridiculous. You know how it is. Rules are rules, and without rules, murders like this one would be allowed to happen and go unpunished. Cheh, have your fun without me then. What do you think he wanted here, Chief? That one's easy. To do his own investigation. Just like he said he would. I shouldn't be surprised that he showed up, but I guess we're lucky we arrived before he did. I agree. We better check out that power outage now. Of course. I think the door to the maintenance room is right around here. You got your flashlight, Zeb? Always, Chief. You should go first, then. I don't have my stuff here. Besides, putting on that head mount is such a hassle. I remember. You complain about it every time it comes up. There, that should do the trick. You just stay behind me, Cabbage, alright? Okay. Gah, I hate stairs. Especially those made for smaller dragons like you. Trust me, having it the other way around isn't too great either. Do we say nothing? Do we say we don't mind stairs? Or do we just dislike all kinds of stairs? Is that a skip button? No. There is a skip button down in the bottom right here where it says skip. But saying nothing is not a skip. Doppel wants to dislike all kinds of stairs. Are there any other choices? Seems to be just largely Gabriel and Doppel. Okay. We dislike all kinds of stairs. Yeah, stairs. I just dislike all kinds of stairs. Period. That's what I'm talking about. This kind of reminds me of when we found that underground base, or whatever it was. Remember, Chief? How could I not? It wasn't that long ago. Underground base? Yeah, the portal wasn't the only piece of ancient technology we found. There was also this whole lab near it. It seemed to have some high-tech stuff in there. At least that place didn't have as many stairs. Wait, so you not only found the portal, but a whole facility along with it? Yes, but we're not sure how much the two are actually related. We spent all that time studying the portal and barely got anywhere with it. This stuff is just beyond what we know. Here we are. So, what exactly are we looking for? Whatever's causing the power outage. If we don't find the cause, we should at least be able to get the backup running. Looks like the generator's gone. Mystery solved! The sound of creaking metal penetrated the stillness of the room. I looked above, towards the source of the noise as it grew louder, and in the next instant I was pushed sideways and fell to the ground, just barely avoiding the giant light fixture that fell from the ceiling and shattering into countless pieces alongside me. Cabbage, are you alright? The next thing I saw was a hooded figure standing above me, barely visible against the darkness that permeated the room. The figure crouched down next to me, its mask hovering right in front of my face. Merely a whisper reached my ears when it spoke. Be careful, Cabbage. Then the figure dashed towards the stairs. Where are you going? That's not me. Don't move. She's going up the stairs. I'm on it. I like the touch where I know it's Renpy and all, so there are limitations. So I really do appreciate how the limitations were utilized for the light sources just circling. I didn't see that chair coming. I can't see a dang thing in here. Here, Chief. I hate these stupid stairs. You're blocking the way. Just go around me. There's no room. You're as wide as the stairs are. I can't help it. Well, we'll never catch him now. By the time we found our way back up, the mysterious figure was nowhere to be found. We've got a long search ahead of us, and with a head start like that, there might be no end to it. We have to take our chances as long as we still can. Except that chance is growing smaller and smaller while we wait for the team to arrive. Yes, they have an absolutely fantastic job. I absolutely love this game. It's just great. What even happened down there? Right, Cabbage, tell us everything in as much detail as you can. There wasn't much to it. I heard a noise, I looked up to the light fixture, and then someone pushed me. You mean Reza? And maybe some good illustrations, audio, music, yeah, all of it was done really well. I was watching Jason's stream back on Wednesday, and we had, I guess, coerced him into kissing Sebastian's hand for the first time. And just this, it still says bumpy from when you just shake his hand and all, but then that kiss. You don't think it would be Reza? That's fair enough. What makes you say that? Whoever it was wearing a mask. It bloody well can't be someone else, so let's not kid ourselves here. She went up the stairs. Yeah, wait a minute. When we were down there, didn't you refer to him as she? Did I? I don't know. Maybe you just heard it wrong. Maybe. Why would he wear that whole getup though? Well, did he not want to be recognized? Some sort of camouflage or protection? It was dark. It was camouflage. It does also technically make sense he didn't want to be recognized part, because the time in which it was us behind the mask, it was obviously, well, now you know why I was wearing the mask. Some sort of camouflage. Good point. The whole thing doesn't make any sense. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Your earlier theory about what happened was pretty sound, Sebastian. Let's go with that, and add the bit about the generator being stolen. So now the question is, who has a motive for stealing a generator? I do. Could be anyone, really. I have no idea. Or Reza. I suppose for the first time through it would make sense to say it could be anyone, because us being, oh yeah, we're getting this super generator, and yeah, it's so amazing, anyone could want it. Okay. So, Doppel wants 3, and Gabriel wants anyone. And the dice have rolled literally a nat 1. Technically yes, but it's unlikely that someone who lives here would resort to stealing a generator, when they could easily buy one or even request one. It's not really the kind of thing that would suggest that would get stolen around here. How about Reza? I can't deny the fact that your generators are pretty important to us. But resorting to murder? We all saw the human figure running away. Well, why would he have stayed here if he stole it? Or maybe it was a dragon in disguise. Firefox memory leak. Wow. And you're not even the one streaming. Wow, 32 gigabytes. I wish I had 32 gigabytes to leak away. Why would he stay here if he stole it? That's right. Are you sure we saw him running away? Why would he remain here if he was the one who stole it? The generator was already gone when we got here, and the person in question wasn't carrying it either. Perhaps this is a case of where the criminal has returned to the crime scene. For this kind of crime, I'd say no, but who knows? Maybe our rules just don't apply anymore. What do you mean? No offense, but ever since you two humans arrived, there have been a lot of strange things going on. This place used to be a quiet town. So, you think it was Reza? Or maybe he's starting to sound like Maverick. Maybe this whole thing was a huge misunderstanding. Or maybe you do understand why you ran away in the first place, right? One? Oh no, that was earlier, wasn't it? Alright, 1, just confirming. Okay, so you think it was Reza. Honestly, things aren't looking great for him right now. It's still our top priority to find him, but after what we've seen here today, I'm not sure what will happen when we do. I just want to give you any false hope, you know? I see. Maybe we should just focus on finding him and point fingers later. Agreed. The police team will be here any minute now. You don't have to get involved with the search, but that doesn't mean you can't help us. What do you want me to do? We still have the list of places we were going to check out, remember? Sorry about my notifications here. Doppel is apparently going live with Factorio in 30 minutes. We can't go now, the search takes priority. Of course, we'll still be able to check out those places after we're done here, but if you go on your own, you can speed up the process. You could even find a lead for us, who knows? Sure thing! Are we going to sort of poke at both of them to say, you must be really understaffed if you need to rely on me? Or we can, I suppose, gee, I don't even know if that would be more respectful or not, to just say, how about no? One, can we not piss them off? Is tie 2 or 3? Do you want to pick 2 or 3, Gabriel? We absolutely could roll some dice if you want to pick one of the two. 2 or 3. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, because I rolled dice since it was going to be a tie, and the dice said to go with Doppel. Great! Here's the list. Considering your status, you shouldn't have any trouble in these places. But if anything happens, call me and I'll check up on you later. Wait a minute, you mean I'm going all by myself? All of us are going to be busy with the search, and we can't really afford to spare someone right now. We'll be fine. Aren't you worried that I'll do something fishy? I mean, isn't that why Rez and I were assigned police escorts in the first place? That policy was mostly Maverick's fault, and he's out of the picture. With my authority as chief, I say you can go alone. I already know where you're going, and besides, I trust you. If you were in cahoots with Reza, you would have run off with him when you had the chance. Now, I believe it was my first playthrough when he said that. I mean, technically Maverick kind of tail whipped us before we had the chance to really run away. I see the team approaching. Guess you should get going. Alright, I guess I'll see you later then. Good luck. Actually, because I was also being fair and biased, I mean, it could have been Reza, but maybe it's not actually Reza. Maybe he didn't want to be seen or something. So it's just really making a mess of all the investigations and stuff. So he didn't trust me in Chapter 3, and it's also the same run, where I was like, he did tail with us before we could get away, so I mean, are you technically sure that I'm not going to be doing anything fishy or in cahoots after he already doesn't trust me? Good point about the tail whip. It was a relief to leave the crime scene, considering all that had happened. When I reached into my pocket to take a look at the list, however, I found something unexpected. There's a small piece of paper with the word Tatsu written on it. How did that get there? My earlier encounter with the masked person was the only time today that someone was close enough to smuggle something into my pocket. I figured if someone like Bryce tried to do something like that, I definitely would have noticed. As for Tatsu, the only thing related to me I could think of was Tatsu Park, which I had come across when I went to the police station the other day. Even if that park was the place the mysterious paper referred to, I didn't know if it was actually a good idea to visit. The masked person may have saved me from the falling light fixture, but if it was Reza, it would mean following someone who also was the prime suspect of 2 murders. I also had to consider the list of places that Reza had been to. A local grocery store, the production facility we had visited, and the library were the 3 places closest to here. It certainly was going to be a busy day, and I knew I wouldn't have time to visit all of them. Alright, first of all, we'll go to Tatsu Park just to get some dirt, and then the other places we can leave up to chat. Tatsu Park, here I am. I don't even know what I'm looking for, though. I do. Let's search the shrubbery. Yeah, this totally won't look strange or suspicious. Here we go! I really like the narration poking fun at basically the game itself. This won't look suspicious. Here we go! I found some dirt. There doesn't seem to be anything else here. Do we want to just stop searching the park now? We've basically got what we need here. Well, I guess we could go to the sign? That was the wrong one. We want to look at the map. Second one's going to be the store to get his records, alright? We want to go to Tatsu Avenue. We just want to get the bandages. Might as well get the good status, investigation stuff. Open the hatch. Press the first button, second button, and counterclockwise. Arrow to the lever is now pointing to the left. Internal thoughts, yeah. Or like, Lorem, when you assemble the Exoman Sphere, you get the achievement. And it says, congratulations, you assembled the Exoman Sphere. Well, actually it was Lorem, so this should be his achievement. A cloth with markings all over it. I guess that's all to be found down there. Alright, let's finish up with Tatsu Park just to wrap up here, finish searching, and then we're going to the store. The grocery store. We are not going to the production facility to meet with Anna's assistant Damien. I entered the store, the sound of the bell alerting the staff to my arrival. Seeing the patrons browsing the shelves neatly stocked with wares of all kinds evoked some sort of nostalgia feelings and normalcy in me. This must be the store Reza has been shopping at. Who is he talking to? Hey, I think I've seen her before. I'm sorry, but this prescription has expired. Looking for a flashlight. That'll be interesting. I think it was, I can't remember if I had to actually Google this, but I was really trying to get the good ending with Worm, trying to find the Ixoman Sphere, and... Sorry, I finally found the Ixoman Sphere, but it was unpowered, and then I was... Alright, so I'm gonna have to find the charging base. Now, where can I find that? Come to the police station. Hey, have you found a base for this thing? Yeah, it should be in the lost and found. He rummages through that. Nope, not here. Wait a minute, maybe in the garbage can. Looks through that. Nope, not here. It's just all, you got my hopes up and down, and, well, maybe if you were here just a few hours earlier, and I was thinking, well, maybe if we spend the day just not doing something, and finally it's, might have been through Googling that I discovered it. Oh, hey, yeah, it was from the previous night going to the police station. According to the police documents I found, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I haven't actually looked for a flashlight to go exploring that though myself. I can't fill it like this. You need to tell your parents to visit the doctor so he can write you a new one. She turned around, nearly running into me when she suddenly bolted towards the door. Hello, Cabbage. How can I help you? You know who I am? How could I not? Everybody knows about you. Anyway, how can I help you? Do you remember Reza coming in here? Of course I do. It's only been a few days since he was last here. This will sound a little unusual, but can you tell me what he bought? We just talk about the last time or every time he came here? Both, I suppose. He came here more than once. He's been visiting pretty regularly now that I think about it. Interesting. I can look up his purchases if you like. That'd be really helpful. Shouldn't be too hard. Just give me a second. Alright, so real quick, this is going to be our last bit of investigation before I'm going to be basically wrapping this up. Do you want me to look through the rest of the store, shall we say? I watched him carefully navigate the register's buttons, soon followed by the sound of the attached printer. Here you go, receipts from all his purchases. Well, that was easy. Since our government takes care of all his purchases, they are filed separately. It was simple to pull them up. Looks like he bought mostly food and snacks, sometimes magazines, but why was he buying lemons every single time? I can't say that I didn't notice, but I figured it was just a human thing. Strange. In any case, that was more information than I expected. You have my thanks. You're welcome. In regards to the lemon thing, I kinda don't know why we're finding that suspicious since it was back in chapter 1 and we literally cannot progress through the story until we figure out, oh yes, lemons! Why didn't I think about this before? Easiest way to hide a message? Just the health aisle, just browsing for now. Let me know if you need anything. What am I even looking for? The health aisle. Everything from food supplements to skincare and even birth control. Variance in products and sizes is astounding, especially when talking about the birth control. I think these ones could fit on my arm. And there's the innuendo. Enough browsing. Alright, let's leave. I suppose that's all I can do here. The afternoon sun hung low in the sky, and I decided it was time to report my findings to the police. A brief call to the department and I was on my way to an appointment with Sebastian. So it turns out we've seen this before, and let's not skip ahead because we're just wrapping up here. Oh, yeah, that would actually make sense too. Huh. If that was the case, though, why would they then send me afterwards? Huh. Unless it was also, Izumi in the mask buying everything and the lemons. So she could write something on the message as well to, do something? I don't know. That's odd. There's a bit of an inconsistency, and something also clicked at the same time. Let's talk to Maverick while we're here. Look who we have here! Oh, hey, look at that! It's Maverick! I turned around to see Maverick. His intense gaze confirmed that there was no one else his words could have actually been directed at. Even with the civilians passing by in the background, I suddenly felt very alone. Is that not one of the endings? Lemons? I don't recall Lemons specifically being a bad ending. I don't recall Lemons being an ending. Maverick does have endings. I don't think I can relate anything towards Lemons or the genre or anything. What do you want from me? Answers. What if I don't have any for you? That is literally my natural response is, what if I don't have any for you? Okay, so then you will listen. Just tell me one thing. Why? What is your goal in all this? Why even come here? You know why? We came as ambassadors for humanity, and to oversee the trade we agreed on. Or, you wouldn't understand. One again. No, 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 that won't do. Oh, sorry, Doppel, he's refusing you. That's simply not true. You know it, and I know it. I just don't get why you can't be honest with me, even when you know no one else is listening. You know, I can't touch you. If I did, it would be over for me, at least as long as I don't have any proof. In the end, what difference does it make, if I know? No one is going to believe me anyways. Do you wish to kill me, too? Like Reza? Say nothing? I would never do such a thing? I would never really, so... That's kind of a disconnect in my, good ending there. Alright. Good race ending? Is that so? Tell me, why would an ambassador need such a dangerous tool in the first place? I know you claim to not have one of these things Reza injured me with, and you didn't have any when they searched you, but I guess it's way too late for safety precautions at this point. You could have hidden one anywhere. That hurt, you know. But even worse was getting thrown aside by Bryce. I trust him, but after what happened, he doesn't trust me anymore. Now there's only you, the mythical, the special, the new. How much I wish I could make him see what I see. I could have saved the world with what I did that day, and it still wouldn't matter even when no one believes me because I don't have any proof. But I won't stop until I find some. And when I do, I'm gonna be a hero. And with that, he was gone. On the way to the police station, Maverick's words kept finding their way back into my mind. I couldn't decide how to feel about them. I wasn't sure if it was worth mentioning to the police, since all he did was make vague accusations. It wasn't anything substantial enough to be considered a threat. However, his actions were growing more calculated, and he seemed very sure of himself. I wondered about what this could amount to. But that wasn't the problem at hand. Hey, Cabbage! Hey, Sebastian! I thought I'd meet you at the front desk. What are we doing in Bryce's office? He does have a nice office, doesn't he? The chairs are comfy. Is that the only reason we're here? The dragon gave a brief chuckle. Let's just say that any information pertaining to this case is important enough to warrant some privacy. I see. Will Bryce be here anytime soon? I don't think so. He's still outside looking for Reza. He's not the kind of person who gives up easily. Does that sound like Bryce? Are we gonna tell Sebastian that he should have just given up hours ago? Are we gonna ask if... Can't we help? Okay, so can't we help? There's only so much we can do. I was out searching too until I came to meet you. At this rate, it doesn't look like we'll find him today. He could be anywhere. Long gone. Beyond our reach. What do you think? To be honest, we don't know. Or... we don't think he's going anywhere. Or... we'll never find him. We'll never... we don't think he's going anywhere. He can't flee to another place. No matter where he goes, he'd be recognized immediately. In the end, his only way out is the same way he got in. The portal. He can't use that without someone noticing. A very astute observation. I wonder what will happen to our trade agreement now, considering that Reza's still missing, the murderers, and the stolen generator. If Reza really is the murderer, then... Don't do that. What? Worry. You don't know what's at stake here. People are dead, Cabbage. Do you think I don't know that? Reza may be our prime suspect, but he's also a missing person. For all we know, he could be a victim. Maybe someone is making him do this. My point is, we don't know the facts yet. What we need to do is find him and find the murderer. We'll find Reza and go from there. We'll figure it out. Are we gonna say nothing, or thanks, Sebastian? I was also just thinking if this is something else for Doppel. Sending a message back to humanity. Reza could have just put like our name on the piece of paper and asked for us specifically, basically. That could be something. Another theory for messages back to humanity written with lemon juice. Anyway, you said you had some information for us, so what did you find? The bandage you found is something, alright. Of course, it could be anyone's, but why would someone discard theirs in a place like that? It seems suspicious to me, and is certainly worth checking out. I'll make sure it gets to the right place. Alright, see ya, Doppel. I'll be wrapping up here real quick as well anyways, so thanks for showing up, and I'll be looking forward to your stream as well. I might be late for that, though. I'll make sure this gets to the right place. The receipts you got are interesting. There might be something more to them, or they could just be useless. A useless record of his eating habits. You never know what you might find out about a person, their habits, or their plans this way. Well done, Cabbage. That gives us some solid points from which we can continue our investigation. In any case, thanks for your help. We really do appreciate it. You're welcome. That should be all then, since Bryce still hasn't come back yet. I assume the search is still going on, and I better get out there to help him. Guess it's going to be a long day. Can you find your way back to your apartment? Of course. Alright, I'll see you later. Good luck. Finally, some free time. Whatever am I going to do? Looks like there are some messages on the answering machine. Oh, hang on there. Let's make a save here. Alright, so... excuse me. I'll at least listen to the message, but we're gonna be holding this off for next week. That being said, I hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you guys again next week. Doppel is streaming Factorio, so let's go hop over to Doppel's Factorio now. Might as well. Delayed for software updates. I guess that'll be everything. So see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something, but that's basically it. Alright, so let's take a look at the message real quick. It's Anna. I just wanted to update you. I still don't have an open spot in the facility on your test, but I'll be free if you want to cash in on your reward. You know, I'm busy, so this is your chance for your date, if you even still want to go through with it. Take it or leave it. I don't much care either way. Well, Anna, considering how you're impressed and you're leaving a message for us. In any case, you know where to find me. I guess the choice is mine. Alright, so that's everything, and have a good day, everyone.